Hello VC, this is my first vinyl community video that I've ever done, and I'm just going to run through a few of the albums that I've picked up in the last 6 to 8 weeks or so, maybe a little bit longer, I don't know, because I hadn't decided I was going to do this kind of a video. Anyway, so just before we jump in, the music that's being played in the background is a song called Turquoise Oranges by a band called Hot Snow. It's on their most recent EP called M79. I'll put a link to their YouTube channel in the description below here, but it's on Spotify and whatnot. Anyway, so the first three that I'm going to show you I picked up on my stag weekend when me and some of my mates went down to Malaga, and I made them go to a record store. I was a little bit disappointed actually, because they only sold reissues and new releases. There wasn't any second-hand stuff that I could really have a good crate dig through, and it was a little bit pricey, but I bought 3 albums anyway, just to have something to commemorate. And the first one was Arctic Monkeys' Favourite Worst Nightmare. I didn't buy this when it came out because I didn't particularly like the singles, but I've grown to like it a lot more now over the years. So in addition to the Monkeys collection, yeah, nice gatefold and whatnot. 23 quid, 23 euros, which I think is I think that's a little bit expensive, to be fair. Then I picked up this copy of A Kind of Blue, which, as you can see from the cutaway here, it has it's like a blue vinyl, but it's more of a greeny actually. Well, it looks blue there to me now, but when I hold it up to the light, it's like a petrol green, and yeah, nice. And also it's a mono pressing as well, which is cool. Bit of jazz. Next one I bought was actually a gift for my now missus, which is this Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits from 1988. Came out, my sister used to have a copy of this on cassette, and I could have sworn it had Big Love on it from Tango in the Night, but it doesn't for some reason, so I need to do some digging and find out why the track listing is different on that. But reissue, Fleetwood Mac's Greatest Hits. Then these are stuff that I picked up, some crate digging. There's a couple of Discogs in there as well. This one is Bangles Everything. This is the 3rd Bangles album proper, and it's my favourite of the 3 Bangles albums actually. I got into Bangles because of Prince, Manic Monday, like a lot of people did, but this is my favourite of their albums. It's got In Your Room, Bell Jar and stuff like that. Next up, The Beat. What's this called again? Oh yeah, I Just Can't Stop It. 80s British ska pop. Mirror in the Bathroom. What else? Hands Up, She's Mine. This is a really good, solid ska pop album. It was really nice and clean. The cover's got some writing on it, as you can see there, but and a price ticket. But the vinyl itself was very clean. This is a killer album. I got this from Discogs because I've been looking to find it in store. Since I used to work in a record shop, we used to play this quite often in the mornings, and I've never been able to find it on vinyl since then. R.L. Burnside and Ass Pocket of Whiskey. This is great. Garage blues. The guy's like 112 years old. It's recorded in one afternoon or one whole day, and it's really just good fun and really loud, bluesy garage rock. And he's funny as fuck. You can hear whistles in his false teeth and things like that. I think it's a brilliant album, R.L. Burnside. Next one, Crowded House. This is their 2nd album. What's it called? It's upside down. Temple of the Lawmen, crafty little bastard. Temple of the Lawmen, Crowded House, the 2nd album, really good. I like Crowded House, unashamedly. 2nd album by them. First time I picked it up on vinyl. I've had it on CD for a while. And again, it's in really good condition. The cover's in pretty decent condition. The vinyl itself was really clean. Just give it a quick rinse through with my Nosty. Speaking of the Fleetwood Mac, actually, Crowded House, Fleetwood Mac, same band, because now Mr. Finn has joined Fleetwood Mac, hasn't he? So this is Tango in the Night, 1987. Good Fleetwood Mac album, again, kind of from a girlfriend. What we did is we went crate digging together, and she's really getting into Stevie Nicks lately, so we're looking for some Stevie Nicks. There wasn't any The only Fleetwood Mac studio album I had was this one, so we picked that up as well. Next up, Billy Idol's Rebel Yell. This is my favourite Billy Idol album because it's got my favourite songs on, which is Eyes Without a Face and Catch My Fall. They're my two favourite Billy Idol songs, and again, unashamedly, unapologetically, I like Billy Idol. I used to have this years ago, and I'm sure the back cover is different to the one that I had. It seems different. Inside of this as well was a copy of Vital Idol, the UK edition of Vital Idol. I have the US edition already, so I give the UK one to my son. It didn't have a sleeve or anything, but I give it to him. Billy Idol's Rebel Yell. Yeah! Juice Newton. Juice. I've seen a few guys on the VC YouTube Facebook page posting a bit of stuff of Juice Newton, and I'd never really heard of her, so this was reasonably cheap and I picked it up. It's really clean. It's still in its shrink as well. Great cover of Angel in the Morning as well in there, and I quite enjoyed that for the most part. Right, 75% of it I really enjoyed. This again is an album that I picked up because of you guys in the VC, which is Michael Nesmith's Infinite Rider of the Big Dogma. Now this isn't a country album that most people would think of Mike Nesmith outside of the Monkees, but this is kind of like it's kind of more new wavy. Came out in 1979, more new wavy, kind of what's getting called now yacht rock. Some really good stuff on here, really nice. Again, really clean for vinyl on that as well. Pretender's second album, just because, you know, it's the Pretenders. Again, it's in excellent condition. The cover is really nice, thick card. It's really, the vinyl was really clean. Didn't have to do anything with it. Now, you guys out there might not know much about this one. This is probably the only one that you don't know much about. This guy called Martin Stevenson and the Dainties. He's a singer-songwriter from the northeast of England. He's from Sunderland, so he's a dirty Mackem, but he's a great singer-songwriter. He's a great songwriter. This is his third album. I have the other two as well. There he is, there on the back as well, look at him. And on the inner sleeve, there he is, Martin there. Really great album. The Style Council, our favourite shop, Paul Weller, Mick Talbot. This is our second album, follow-up from Café Bleu. It's on the gatefold, original press. It was the vinyl itself was a bit scruffy, so I had to give it a bit of a scrub with a nasty in that. And it's cack. I mean, it's not right. It's just that it's so dated. The production is so dated, but unfortunately, the lyrics are very pertinent. This one I got from Vinyl Me Please. I chose from the store last month because the three that Vinyl Me Please had selected didn't really spark any interest in me, so I had to look through the store. This is one of the Talking Heads albums that I didn't have on vinyl and I just had on CD. It's 180 reissue. Yeah. Talking Heads. Last but by no means least, XTC, Skylarking. Everybody loves a bit of XTC, and in particularly this album is really highly rated amongst fans. I'd heard the singles from it before, never heard the album, bought it, it's great. I think also this, I don't know if you can see the track listings, but I think this is a first issue, European first issue, because it doesn't have Dear God on. I need to do a bit of digging into that. That's a nice clean version. The covers a little bit, looks like it's got some almost like water damage because it's got bevels in it. Can you see? Ooh. But you know, it was about €2 or something like that, and the vinyl is really nice. I don't know if there's meant to be an inner sleeve, but it came with this plain white generic. But look there, the vinyl itself is really nice. No pops or anything were on that, so for the sake of having a little bit of a bent cover but a great bit of vinyl, fine. So that's it. Thanks for watching VC. Tune in next time, if there is a next time.